Welcome Gemini to my channel, Rainbow Wizard. I will be doing a reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Keep in mind it is a general reading. Take what resonates for you, leave the rest. Check out other signs in your chart, such as your Moon, Venus and Rising signs for additional love messages. This reading is for the beginning of September. I have pre-shuffled the cards, so I'm almost done. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment if it resonates with you. And let's just dive into your reading, shall we, Gemini? Confusion with the Seven of Cups. Now, see, you are someone that has the star quality. Gemini, you are someone that also know how to put in a fight for what you want. You can go through the motions, but you can, you can push back when you need to. And I see that with a person here, you might be dealing with Aquarius or Scorpio. Now, this person, when you were with them, they didn't yet extend, they didn't yet go through this realization. Perhaps this person, I'm getting that they did not admit their feelings, that these feelings were big for you. Now, so what pulled you apart is that they didn't admit their feelings and they didn't take the right action. As you are going through a transformation here, and I see that during this transformation you really are trying to see what in your life that, when it comes to the Eight of Cups, it's not always that oh yeah, I don't want to talk to so-and-so, they drain me by. It is also here where you are you have gone through an experience now where things that bothered you in the past, it doesn't really trigger you anymore, which is where you are going when you are going through a transformation. So you feel neutral in a way towards your past, towards anybody that you have invested in, which is a great starting point. You don't have any expectations. You're also able to take and willing to take a leap of faith. I do see well, there's a romantic union, Gemini. Well, Mercury retrograde often bring past feelings to the surface, and this person's feelings are coming to the surface for you. You are their yin to their yang. Now, I see this person is, things are calm around them. They can see things clearly. I'm picking up really good balanced energy here, Gemini. I'm picking up two people that do very much care and feel attracted to one another. However, it is your person that is required to come in and bring this justice, meaning also this is someone that needs to also acknowledge their faults or what they need to do more so to bring in this balance. What can they do that, let's say if they have blamed you or they blamed anything else but themselves, I see this person is now, there's a change here where they are sort of, okay, right, okay, yeah, maybe I had something to do with it as well. So it's a good thing. But when it comes to you, Gemini, you might feel it's that, I don't know if I feel anything at all. Because it could be a very long time since you've spoken to this person as well, maybe. But it could be a new person in your life. But you've learned something, Gemini. You learned something and you want to use your knowledge. You want to follow the high road, whatever you do. Many of you could be really, maybe you're starting a business, you are working in terms of growing, but you want to have a routine. I think also many underestimate the day plan. I'm one of them. It's that, okay, what does a good day look like? Well, do I just wake up and hope for the best, or do I make plans, right? So you are also tweaking things in your environment. What can I do different here to feel better, to evolve, right? What can I do to get out of a lack, mindset here? What can I do about it myself? I definitely see that this is a union that have great potential of coming together. You both admire each other. Even if you don't tell each other that, you do put each other on a pedestal. You feel excited when you think of this person, when you hear this person's name, right? But at the same time, when it comes to your emotions for them, you are able to, you are sort of, well, I'm also able to put that on ice. So let's see what happened. And what's now happening in their environment. Okay, so what happened in the past? It might be that someone, so this is someone that is very romantic at heart, a hopeless romantic person. And something in their current environment didn't go after plan. See, a person, maybe a Libra, returned to this person here with an invite, romance, right? They said, you know, we already have a setup. So this could be someone that was a friend and they friend zoned, or someone that was friends with benefits, but again, it wasn't love there. But someone came towards your person. A person could be, I'm picking up fire sign, Taurus, Aquarius. Okay, Virgo. So your person realized here that they actually didn't intend to leave the connection, or they didn't mean to ghost the connection, or whatever happened here. They feel this connection deeply. They want to bring stability. They want to bring this new opportunity to you. They have been reflecting, and now they see what went wrong. They went... This is someone that thought, oh, okay, well, you know, if I go for a... It's something they did that actually ended up sabotaging the union in a way of, it seemed that they were juggling, that they were running for options, which they were abusing that trust, right? Yeah, they had options around them, but at the same time, this is someone that, Gemini, that it doesn't think of it as options. So for you, it could be very much black and white. So you're like, well, you went for a date. Isn't that treating me as an option? Because you were also speaking to me. But this person here is sometimes a bit deluded. They can be a bit sort of narcissistic in a way, of that way of, it's sort of, I don't have any feelings for them. They're just giving me attention. So yeah, I just went for a date, that type of thinking. So I don't have to call or label it anything. I mean, what do I know? But it's a bit self-absorbed, like a bit, okay, they, because I don't want to give any labels to this person here. I see that Gemini, this person abused their trust by making plans with you, and they are, you know, when you and them were or are together, it's a deep bond. You only have eyes for each other. There is no doubt. They have told you they want to make plans, like they could have told you they want to marry you, right? They could have told you we're going to move in together. They could have been the one taking the lead, right? And because they probably went a little bit sort of above and beyond, ahead of themselves, then realizing they don't really have all of that, they can't really walk the talk they did. So instead of coming towards you and say, okay, here's the cause and the consequence, meaning, okay, I probably said that, what do you think of that, right? So you probably would have said, okay, thanks for telling me the truth. So they didn't tell the truth, and so they picked up perhaps a date or someone from their past that came into their life, and they're like, oh, okay, now I can do the same talk again, right? So I have any options, because when I tell Gemini, you know, they probably want nothing to do with me. But instead of actually facing you and telling you that, they just decided they didn't want to go towards the union because they couldn't really yeah, couldn't really do what they said they were going to do. They felt insecure here. They wanted to be pursued instead. But actually, it led them to an empty road. They could have been tricked as well. I see that someone around them could have... It's as if they were... Let's say that... because if it's a twin flame union, you're constantly mirroring each other, right? So it is equal. You move, they move. You were not the one that was sort of overflowing them with invitations and making it so easy for them, right? It was flowing. But then there was someone here wearing a mask. This person, they did so because I think something they wanted by a person, something they own. Maybe they want to live with them or use them as a, roof over their head, something like that. So your person didn't really think that much of it, but there was some kind of romantic invitation involved. But anyway, it did leave that it was enough to cause like wounds to be open. So it caused perhaps an ending. But if you see here as well, we see the King of Swords, we see the King of Cups, the King of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. 4 kings, it becomes the Emperor. So now, just before they now are going again, okay, which are my options? And now it's a burden. They have to release that to say, okay, why do I go for options? Why do I go back into the Knight of Wands, but when it doesn't resonate with me anymore? And when I feel empty inside, right? Why do I go for, someone that tricked me or someone that used me for my finances? Why is that? So because they did that, it did hurt you, it disappointed you a lot. And you find that now, justice should come in to serve you. You were like, well, they ghosted me. Ghosting was a middle name, right? See? That card, if the ghosting was a middle name, then that they would have that name, right? And you put your feelings on ice. You're like, no, I can't trust this person. But at the same time, they've given me a lot of happiness. There's a lot of desire here, right? It's difficult because this connection didn't end based on you and them actually not getting along. It was quite the opposite. So at the moment, you could also be going through here, maybe a bit like Aquarius reading as well, where it's like some of this reaction could also trigger into your environment where it's like, what do I do? Do I take a new leap of faith here inside my work and go through this battle, right? The 9 of Wands, do I do that with them? Have they healed? Can I reach my achievements within my current work? Something like that. Should I stay and invest, right? So here there is a challenge about your happiness. You know what you want, you know what makes you happy. But then there's another side to the coin. That's what's coming up here. There's another side to that coin. So there will be something tempting here, tempting. Let's see. All right, so what is the most final likely outcome for Gemini? Collaboration. You and them could meet online, but not online dating. It could be that you both have a common interest. This person could be suffering either from mental illness that could slow them down. We also have here, see on the distance, there is the Queen of Cups. They do love you. They want to take the lead in love. Now a Pisces woman could be someone that triggers them as well. They could come across as very spiritual, as very kind, but actually they have no plans of settling down with them. Now I see this person here, if you have water in your chart, they want to come towards you. They could have Cancer in their chart. So it's something here about that this person, they don't tend to get through the dark night of the soul. They have so much anxiety that then they go for the easier option. then they go for the easier option here. There's competition in a workplace, Gemini. Toxic competition as well. People are doing things under the table to make it difficult for you to succeed. I think you will see it. You are protected here. You will see it. Your calm nature and your sharp mind will notice it. So it's almost like someone will be caught red-handed without you having to say anything. They will give themselves in, basically. You could also have see, there's someone around you here that you are like, no, they just bring about this stressful energy. I don't, I want to stay away from it. But you're going towards the sun, but there is a person here to stay clear of. All right. The best thing that you can do, it is to visualize the sun, visualize your happiness, because it's there. There is someone around you where, because of different religious background or culture, age, you might have asked your friends for advice and you're like, why are they like this? And it's like, okay, just don't even try to figure them out, right? Because they can't even figure themselves out. Just leave them on ice. So I see here there is another person coming towards you. This person's more grounded. They could have Leo, Earth in their chart. This is a soulmate, and it's worthwhile waiting for. There is someone, I would say, that keep the separation, because they tend to come in exactly just as you are about to move on from them. And isn't that typical, right? Isn't that very, very typical that someone do that? Just as you have gone through transformation, when you're feeling good about releasing them, here with a moving into the wand, they could just come in to test you. I mean, that's often the way, right? That's just the cycle. I mean, with anything, it could be, let's say you've been healthy for a very long time, right? You decided to not eat certain thing, or maybe you decided to go to the gym and you managed to get into routine, and then you're like, okay, I've done this for a while now, I feel great. So then you don't think of how bad you can feel when you stop doing something that made you feel great. So here it says, don't take your positive thinking is bringing your romance, but keep working and investing in that, because stability will always be required to keep your happiness, to keep the opportunities going. Remember that the struggles that you had to get there, and it wasn't easy, and what happened. So then you are reflecting here, and you could realize when you're speaking to friends, or you have get readings, Gemini. So you are sort of, okay, now I don't want to go down a rabbit hole where I've been before, where I know the outcome, when I can just continue to be strategic, to move towards the sun. There's a soulmate coming towards you. You don't need this person coming in between. This person might be someone that need to go through an extension, right? And they will, but you don't need to, it's not your responsibility to help them. See, the Knight of Pentacles, I like this person here. It could be a Taurus or Capricorn, could be a Leo. I feel that once you release some that ghosted you from the past, someone that you might think that you're attracted to, but actually you're not as attracted to them as you once were. Close the cycle with them. 3 of Cups. You will celebrate with someone here, right? You could... You'll be very happy when you close the cycle with this person. And it says take an invitation. This is from someone new, a soulmate. This person, they made you very happy, and I think that you've come to the conclusion that maybe I experienced the best of them, right? That was the best of them. I know that they need to heal themselves regardless of what they say. So this person that you're dealing with, they could be saying the opposite, right? But you are you know that you don't want to argue with it. You just, what you know and what you see is what you see. Therefore, you are taking your decision based on that. So I see for many of you, Gemini, the justice is serving you. There is someone that you've dealt with that is very confusing. And in the end, it doesn't really matter. So you could have been for the longest time, you're like, okay, I'm going to prove that this person did that. And somehow that was helping you to feel better, let's say, when you were hurt. I think anybody do it. You're like, okay, whatever I look and read up about this person that is resonating with them, I just need more information. So somehow that is helping me, get to the conclusion that, okay, that's the final draw. But as you are healing from someone that have acted with a certain set of behaviors that, again, could have caused this ending, or most likely will cause repetitive, behavior that isn't healthy. I think that, or what I see from the reading is that you are sort of, okay, you have healed and you are able to say, yeah, that was a great experience I had with this person. And that's all that I need to think about. I don't need to think about another soul that I need to get to really prove to myself that, okay, that has to be a bad thing. So maybe you were chasing all the bad things to have the conclusion about this person. But now you're like, right, what are all the good things that I experienced with this person? That is when you're healing, not necessarily always when you're looking for all the bad things. So that's when you are ascending. And I see that it's happening for you. Then suddenly a love call could come in. This person, is someone that you could marry, right? This person that in a twin flame union, perhaps it was the runner. There's a lot of passion and a lot of desire, but it's constantly triggering wounds as well. So if you're in a twin flame union, right, you're dealing with someone very complicated, someone that, again, I didn't want to use the word, but it came up again to my mind. Someone that, again, I believe that everybody can heal. No one is born like with that label, right? Or, if we just stick to someone's behavior, right? A behavior that they did, and that behavior was like they included someone else. They said, I don't have any feelings for them. They just happened to come by mine and they stayed with me and almost put themselves as the victim, where they were like, so this could, it's like in sort of blunt words, they cheated, right? But in how they worded it, they could have said, no, you are the one with all the problems. I thought I left you on a distance, and you guess what? This person came around, they used me, right? So they're talking stuff like that. It's like everyone else's fault, not theirs, right? So you call that set of behaviors. So again, this is someone with this way of talking, right? Sounds so complex. They just basically it's just beating around the bush, right? They could say things in 2 words. They could say, well, I cheated on you and that's bad, right? I'm sorry. So make it simple. This person's making it complicated. That's the way they live. They live in a way of sort of being the saint. They say they're a spiritual person. They do everything right because, look how nice I am. Like I do these classes, I do these courses, or, I practice so and so, right? I'm the saint. Can't you see? I spend a lot of time on my own. And then you're like, but, right? So maybe in the past you felt that, it's driving me crazy. I need to constantly tell my friends to get approval. Like, look, this is what they're doing. So now I think it's just, if that is your twin flame, Gemini, you are sort of keeping it simple. You are like, okay, right, regardless of what they are or what they've done or what label they are or what not, or how many burdens they cause, right? Do I love this person? Do I want them to heal, right? If both of these answers are yes, then, you are still in the union. So then you have to ask yourself the other question is that, how do I want them to heal? Do I want to be with them when they do heal? Or do I want to make sure that I distance myself? I do not communicate with them, but I do love them in silence. And I try to stay positive and I focus on something else here. because I cannot constantly be dragged into someone's going through the motions or something like that, right? So I think that because you are deciding that, okay, I want to be happy here, I want to go for what I want. And because this person here could be someone that is sort of, will use it against you, right? So maybe this person, like you in the past, were thinking, oh, I'm not going to show them that I'm with anyone else because then they will do it back to me. So it's like tit for tat. Now you are sort of, no, my common sense is my common sense, and if I decide that that's common sense, that's how I'm going to do it, right? So you are distancing yourself from this sort of, if this person have got their sort of their ways have affected you, right? So you are against what they do, and you don't agree with what they're doing, but at the same time you could be tiptoeing around them because, right, that's the way they think. So it's something like that. You are like, okay, that's definitely not going to be the way. I'm going to live my way, and I'm going to do it in the open. Otherwise, I'm no better. See here, so some of you could decide here, twin flame union, plans needs to be postponed here, right? I'm going to move forward with a soulmate. This person could be someone that is an air sign. They could be a fire sign. Could be Leo. So I see that you are mastering that. The person that you're dealing with, Gemini, could have strong Capricorn, Libra, or Scorpio. So it's like you are dividing this. You're like, okay, this is the twin flame journey. This is what I see that they have to do, and that's all that really matters. I don't have to have someone's signature. I know myself. I've learned this myself through my own journey, because you have gone through the motions of the pain. So this is like a big thing being revealed to you during the month of September, Gemini. And yeah, I just see that you're choosing the road that is the Empress, where you are the one in the driving seat, right? You are focusing on your happiness. What makes my soul happy? And that's going to be key here. There's a soulmate showing up for you. This person could be very wealthy. And this is someone you're supposed to be with. This is someone that you're supposed to love. And even that will help you heal something to do with a twin flame union. And as we all know, twin flames don't always end up in a relationship, but maybe in years to come you will be with them. So here it is about you. This is not about cord cutting in that way, but you are doing your own healing here. But through living through a union, the next union is how you want this love to look like, even if it's your twin flame. So you're taking the high road, the spiritual journey here. But yeah, no, I do see for many of you, you could end up settling with this person here. You could be sort of coming to the end of that twin flame journey, and you say, okay, that was a great learning experience. I am in a different place in my life now. I'm saying yes to this wish fulfillment that is now presented to me. All right, Gemini, these were the messages I had for you. Please like, subscribe, and share the video. And you can also leave a comment. Thank you, and I will see you soon.